SRT is not for poor people. What's happening? We're packed. What's happening? How y'all doing today, man? Today I'm gonna hit y'all with a little quick video. A lot of people been asking me what I think about the SRT. Oh, SRT is back. Oh my God. Oh, everybody got their little booty tooted up because of the SRT. SRT is not for poor people. Did you hear me? SRT is not gonna be for poor people, man. Let's talk about it. Has an SRT ever been for the regular guy? Not really. They're usually more expensive cars. A SRT Hellcat running you, a regular Hellcat's gonna run you $100,000 brand new. So we know anything that they put a V8 in is gonna be super expensive, and that's what nobody want to talk about that for some reason. For some reason, nobody wants to talk about how much these cars are gonna cost. Y'all keep saying Tim Kniskis the savior of Mopar. Man, I ain't trying to hear all that. When Tim Kniskis was in there, the Hellcats was super overpriced. When the Hellcat came out in 2015, I think it was $60,000 brand new. You can get a Hellcat brand new. For some reason, since 2015, it came all in and jumped up at least $40,000, $35,000. How is that possible, man? It was the same car. They didn't change anything. Okay, oh, in 2018 they made the wide body T-Light. They did make the wide body in T-Light in 2018. They did make the wide body in 2018, but that was only some fender flares. No, it's got some special suspension. No, it don't have no special. It's had the same suspension. They just offered the special suspension to the Scat Pack after that, which ain't nothing but an SRT. It was still an SRT, because remember they had the SRT and then they had the Scat Pack. The SRT was a higher trim than the Scat Pack because it had everything the Hellcat had except the motor, the 6.2 liter motor and the blower. It had a 6.4 liter SRT 392 motor, but it had everything else the Hellcat had. Same, everything else was the same. Remember that trim they offered? They only offered it for a few years. So yeah, you know. So y'all gotta stop, glazing up, man, tooting your little booties up and getting all excited, because these things ain't gonna be cheap. New TRX is coming out next year. You think that's gonna be less than $130,000? You might get lucky and they oh well, let's make it 125. I don't see them making it no less than 125. If the older TRX brand new is 125, what do you think a newer, more powerful TRX is gonna cost you? It's gonna cost you at least 135, 140. And when the dealerships get their hands on it, when they get their hands on it, they gonna say, come on back here, because we about to double team those booty cheeks. They gonna knock fire from you. They ain't gonna show you no mercy. It's gonna be a betterment of them cheeks. They gonna mark that thing up through the roof. The new TRX is gonna be marked up at least 50 grand. At least 50 grand. And you think Tim Kniskis gonna do anything about it? I don't think so. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he ain't gonna do nothing about it. Now I could be wrong, maybe he will, but in my opinion, no, he's not gonna do anything about it. Well, T-Light, what you talking about? You riding the SRT? Yeah, I am riding the SRT. And not everybody is fortunate enough to be able to afford an SRT Hellcat Durango. I had a TRX. I had a lot of nice cars, but a lot of people ain't able to afford that. So what is SRT gonna do for the regular guy? I'm a regular guy myself. Don't get it twisted. I ain't rich. I just don't got no kids and things like that. I have no kids. I'm just me and my fiance. So I can afford to spend money on things that the average person can't afford to spend money on. Are they gonna offer an SRT like 4? Nah, they ain't gonna never bring that back. Maybe they gonna offer an inline 6 version of maybe a smaller car with the inline 6 Hurricane motor in. Offer it about $45,000. They gonna give us anything that the average person can afford? I mean, the average person ain't getting no brand new Hellcat. Hell, he ain't getting no used Hellcat. The things is expensive. Anything SRT is gonna be expensive, and it's gonna be newer cars. They're gonna have new type, like they say, it's coming out with a Duster, the Plymouth Cuda. They coming out with those cars, and a new street truck for Dodge. All that SRT stuff is gonna be through the roof. Y'all gotta stop glazing it up and acting like it is something good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy that SRT is coming back. That is cool. But I'm not gonna sit here in front and act like it's gonna be for the average person. It's not gonna be for the average person. They're not lowering their prices. Get that out your head. They not gonna lower their prices just to please us. Well, they gonna put a Hemi inside the new Charger. I mean, they got no choice but to put the Hemi in the new Charger, because that Hurricane motor, we don't know if that's gonna sell. It's gonna be an inline 6, and you know the BMW got the inline 6, but you think the inline 6 Hurricane can compete with a BMW motor? I doubt it. They ain't even got all the kinks worked out. But don't you think for 1 second the SRT ain't gonna have an SRT Hurricane car, a faster version? It's probably gonna boost it up. It's twin turbo, so it's easier to modify that car and make it faster. And don't be surprised if that's not what they're working on. Maybe they offer V8s for a little bit, and then they turn around and offer bigger, faster turbos on that inline 6 Hurricane motor, because they spent a lot of money on that motor. So don't you think for 1 second they're gonna give up on it, when it's not. They haven't even had a good chance to put it in a car and see what it can do. They not giving up on that motor. They put way too much money into that motor. And then everybody, oh, the Viper gonna be crazy when it come out. Nobody was buying Vipers when they was out. Let's be serious. Viper was never outselling Chevy's Corvette. When you see a gang of Corvettes on the streets, how many Vipers do you see on the streets? Not very many. So let's stop acting like the Viper was some super selling car that everybody was getting, because it wasn't. Nobody was buying Vipers like that. So, because if they was buying Vipers like they buy Corvettes, do you think Viper would have ever went anywhere? Come on now. Yeah, it's probably gonna be a nice car, but I don't see like people going crazy for no Viper. I just don't see it. Corvette got that on lock, and now we know Dodge is notorious for saying they're gonna be something that they not. Dodge said they was gonna have the fastest electric muscle car. They do got the fastest electric muscle car. They just don't have the fastest electric car. Because nobody calls it, no other company calls their electric car a muscle car. So technically they do have the fastest electric muscle car, because nobody else calls it. But they're not faster than a Tesla Plaid. They didn't make anything faster than it. So if you're going to come out and be the king of electric muscle, why didn't you make a car that can go faster than the Plaid? So we're not going to sit here and act like they're going to make something that's going to go faster than that new Corvette Z. We're not going to sit here in front like that's going to happen, because it's probably not going to happen. It's probably not going to happen. They're probably going to make a fast Viper, though. It's probably going to bring a Viper back. It's probably going to be fast, but I don't think it's going to be crazy like that. It could be, but you ain't going to be able to afford it. I'm not going to be able to afford it. The lower class rich guy, he probably ain't going to waste the time buying a Viper when he can go buy a McLaren. He can go buy a Lamborghini. They're more prestige cars. They're better cars. More people like those cars than they like Vipers. It's kind of hard for you to justify paying $200,000 for a Viper, $250 for a Viper, when you can go get a Lamborghini, you can go get a Ferrari. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm happy about SRT, but I'm not delusional. Financially, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to afford the SRT cars. I'm just not no doofus magoofus. I'm just not gonna sit here and act like we gonna all be able to afford these cars. And don't get it twisted. Just because I have an SRT, a Hellcat, or things like that, doesn't mean I'm not the average. I'm still an average guy. I know what it's like to not have. I still got to go to work every day like y'all got to go to work. I'm just not going to be delusional and think SRT is going to be for the average person, because it's not. Because if you really want to be serious, SRT Hellcats are not for the average person. They're not meant to be for the average working guy. The Scat Pack is for you. They made the Scat Pack for you, the SRT Hellcat and things like that, for the upper guys, you know. And I can't be mad at the company for doing that. But I'm just saying, y'all got to stop, running to the Dodge dealerships and trying to toot it up for something that's going to be marked up. Any SRT car that come out, these dealerships, they can't help themselves. They ruin it for everybody. They mark these cars up through the roof. Nobody can afford them. Even a rich person would be like, man, can I really justify paying $150,000 for TRX when I can go get something better than that? I mean, you probably get a nice used Lamborghini Urus for that type of price. The Shelby F-150, you can probably get that for cheaper. You could get that for cheaper. I think those are running like 110. And they faster. They got like a 780 horsepower street truck, and they got an off-road version. So you can Ford got a lot of offerings. People just think Ford is only offering a Raptor R. No, they're not offering just a Raptor R. They're offering the Shelby truck. They offer that's a fast truck. It's faster than a TRX. Yeah, I said it again. Let me say it one more time. It's faster than a TRX, and it got a street version. So we gotta calm down now. We gotta really calm down with this SRT madness. We're going crazy. I'm here to bust your bubble. I'm here to slap you into reality. You need an uncle like me. You need a friend like me. You need a brother like me. You need a cousin like me. It's gonna snap you into reality. You can't afford an SRT because it ain't ain't gonna be for you unless it's an SRT Scat Pack or below RT. Stop thinking that you're gonna get the powerful motor. They drop a new motor that's got 900 horsepower. You think you finna walk your stinking ass in there and get it for $70,000? Not gonna happen, Captain. Get your thumb out your mouth. You smarter than that. So let's just pump our brakes on the SRT madness, because SRT is no longer for poor people, and it never was for poor people. It never was for the middle class either, if you really want to be honest. It was in 2015, 2016, 2017. 2018, the madness kicked in, and that's when it was no longer for the middle class person and below. Now it was for rich people, and it's exclusive for them because the dealerships marking all these cars up, and we could no longer afford them. We used to be able to afford a Hellcat. It used to be for us. It ain't for us no more. Dodge used to be the regular man's toy, muscle car, fast car that we can afford. No longer is it that. Chevy Camaro gone. We can't afford that. Mustang is still good. They still represent. They still give you a nice little option. You can get a nice GT Premium for what, $50,000. Add another $10,000 to your price tag. You can get 800 horsepower because they'll throw that supercharger on there for you and everything. So you can walk out the door paying like $70,000 for an 800 horsepower car. I would go that route. If I was looking for a car with that kind of power, I'm going with the Mustang because they offered a better deal than Dodge Stellantis products. But with that being said, man, I just wanted to touch bases on that SRT madness. Everybody got their booty cheeks all baby oiled up, glossed up, booty tooting up, booty tooted up in the air, talking about SRT this, SRT that. Quit glizzying Tim Kuniskis, because he gonna overcharge you for all these products, because at the end of the day, he is hired to make profit. He ain't hired to make cars for you. He hired to make cars that you want so bad that you're willing to overpay for it. That's what he does. So don't get it twisted. Come on now. These people crazy. But with that being said, man, I'm gonna slide on the body here. As you see, we in the SRT Hellcat Durango. Mad love to my people, man. Make sure you share this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna slide on up out of here. Until the next time, I love y'all. Peace.